I think to a large extent, social media has convinced us that the soft life requires luxury vacations, designer handbags, expensive spa days, partying on the yacht. You know what I'm talking about. But in my opinion, soft life costs a whole lot less than that. And today, I just wanted to show you a little bit of what I do to make sure I maintain a peaceful life. And to me, honestly, real softness is in peace. So today, I just want to sit down. I've got my nails. I'll be doing my nails out of shot. Nothing big here. Just my, what is this, reformer nails that I pick up over at TJ Maxx. I've got them in the cat eye. I like the way theirs really are. You might not be able to see it, but yeah, I'm just going to indulge in a little bit of self care. Y'all know that's one of my things. Um, if you're new here, hello, sunshine to you too. Welcome to my channel. I am Kimberly, and here I like to talk about relationships, self care, and just navigating the season of life. I call my subscribers my classmates because they tell me a lot of new things as much as I tell them about myself, and we're in it together. So if that sounds like your type of zhuzh, please click the like, share, subscribe button, and welcome to class. Here recently, I heard that term soft life, maybe that one time too many, and it got me thinking like, what exactly is soft life? And I thought, Kimberly, you know what it is. You're living it right now. And I just feel like I love the idea of what people are saying across the socials and all of that about soft life. But I genuinely don't think soft life has anything to do with necessarily being rich. I think softness is about creating peace. It's about removing unnecessary stress. It's about treating yourself with kindness. And surprisingly, most of the things that make me feel my richest, my fullest, my most at peace don't even cost a lot at all. One of the things I do is, as often as possible, I start my day with a morning walk. I am legit feeling accomplished. I walked this morning, and that was the sunrise. And now I'm walking again in the evening. Woo! Y'all see this hill? Oh my goodness. I gotta work my way back up to it. But a lot of times, I like to walk this hill backwards. But I ain't gonna stop on this hill. We pushing. Now, I'm out for the summer, so of course I get to walk outside for now. The daylight time is, cooperating with me. But when I get back to work, please believe I'm going to start waking up a little bit earlier, and I'm going to put my walking pad to use. I'm still going to walk because it's just important to me. It's one of the best parts of my day. But when I can, I like to get outside first thing in the morning. This is not an expensive gym. It's not a fancy gym, that's for sure. I don't have an expensive membership. It's just me, my walking shoes, and some fresh air. And these walks, they're definitely a part of me burning calories and getting into my steps. But as much as it is that, it's also about me clearing my mind. Sometimes I listen to music. Sometimes I'm listening to silence. Sometimes I'm listening to a book. And sometimes I'm listening to my own thoughts as I think about the things for which I'm grateful and how my life has improved, or how there are still some things that I want to improve on. I never want to stop growing. But it's also even about me not even rushing, just kind of planning my day, pacing it easily, because I know for years and years I thought that productivity meant I had to be moving faster, going better, stronger, all those things. But now, honestly, peace. Peace for me comes in slowing down and drinking in the moment that I'm living at that time. And then afterwards, a lot of times I go grocery shopping. I mean, that to me is a part of living softly. I'm not rushing through it. It's not, gotta get this, and you know what I mean? So, a lot of times, like I said, after my walk, I head on over to the grocery store, and Believe it or not, I've actually started enjoying it. It ain't because the groceries are cheap. We know that's a lie. But it's more so because I'm being intentional about what it is that I'm buying. I'm shopping with a list. I'm not just getting a bunch of random things, but I'm getting food that is fueling my body and getting me closer to my body's goal. And that to me is an act of self respect. When I fill my cart with, at this time it's got to be frozen fruits or frozen vegetables, but certainly lean proteins and things like that, I'm reminding myself that, hey, I need to take care of myself and I'm worth taking care of myself. And that to me also feels luxurious. And after that, I'm going to cook myself a little healthy meal, probably listen to some music. Again, I might listen to a book. It's all kinds of ways that I can find that luxury. And sometimes, I might make something that requires several steps, but a lot of times I'm making something that's just simple. It isn't necessarily Instagram worthy or complicated, but it is food that fuels me. And I've realized that eating healthy isn't necessarily a punishment for me. It's a new way for me because I love to just reach and get whatever, but I don't love the way that I feel afterwards. So again, just figuring out a way to eat what feeds the future me is a healthy choice, and it's another choice or another opportunity for me to choose me and the woman that I'm growing into being. And I love thinking about that person. That to me is a softness. Another thing I like to do is journal. If I'm not journaling, well, let me go back to journaling. I think a lot of times when I journal, I am writing down a prayer. I'm writing down something that I'm grateful for. I may even write something down as a vent session. I don't know. But whatever's on my mind for that day, that's what I'm writing about. And I love it. I've gotten much more consistent with it because I want to know a year from now, 2 years from now, whatever from now, what it was I was thinking as I was on my path to becoming the woman that I want to be. So, I'm not trying to write the next great novel. I have written a book and I am editing it from time to time, but I'm just really being intentional about writing down the things I haven't done yet, I want to do, dreams, more so like a daily vision board sometimes, but it's just all kinds of things. But there's just something healing about putting your thoughts on paper instead of carrying them around in your head all day. I love that for me. That is another soft way of living luxuriously. And again, doesn't cost much. Something else I've had to do as part of my self care is make sure that I change my inner dialogue. Because, can I tell you, this has probably changed who I am and what I'm doing more than anything else. The way that I talk to myself. I am still my own biggest critic, but I'm working on it. But before, it was a thing of if I made a mistake, I would replay that mistake time and again in my head. If I had a discussion with a coworker or something and it didn't go well, I would be full of, ooh, I should have said, and she's lucky I didn't bless her with, and all of that stuff. That is no more for me. That's not a part of the inner thoughts and ideas that I want to carry throughout my day. When I gained some weight, I criticized myself. If I planned something and it didn't go that way, it felt like I was failing or falling behind, or you get the vibes of what I'm saying. But now I'm practicing something different. I'm not completely there yet. I'm still working on me, but I am at least practicing something different. And instead of saying, you know what, Kimberly, you are just never going to get your stuff together, or, anything of that nature, I say I'm learning. I'm working on it. Instead of feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm never going to catch up, I'm always behind, I just remind myself that, you know what, I'm on my own timeline. I really am. Instead of thinking that I'm too old for that, I know and acknowledge that that's a great big lie. And I just say, I still have much life to live. I have more to learn, and I can't wait to do it. Because what I think is really true is that our brains believe whatever it is, we repeatedly tell it. So I'm becoming protective of my inner voice Because peace doesn't just come from what's happening all around me, it comes from what's happening inside of us. I think that more than anything. Um, and we still have to be careful about what's around us, right? We still have to be careful of those friends we surround ourselves with and the dialogue that they have as well. I talked before about not having and maintaining low vibrational friendships. That is also important because that thing that you hear repeatedly, oh my goodness, even what they're talking about with music here lately, it's been a lot of discussion about the negativity in music. Don't set those negative thoughts to an actual good beat. Yeah, you're going to hear that all day when you don't even think you're thinking about it. It's somewhere in your subconscious. So, yeah, that matters. I went recently, a friend and I, we went to Restoration Hardware and we thought, oh my goodness, we are just going to go up to the rooftop and have a rooftop brunch or a happy hour. I forget what time of the day it was. It was kind of later in the day. But we thought we would enjoy that. Turns out the restaurant didn't exist at that Restoration Hardware. So you know what we did? Nothing. We just went ahead and toured the restaurant. We looked at, the wonderful furnishings they had, thought about, oh, if I had a place this big or how large our homes would have to be to scale that. And we both came to the conclusion that, girl, we don't even want to keep up with a house that's that large. We certainly don't want to clean it and all of that. But it was just fun to walk around and enjoy that. And it was good for me to do that with someone else who appreciates doing that as well. So things like that, that matters. What I'm realizing is that the older I get, the more I realize my dream life really isn't all that glamorous. Instead, it's peaceful. It's me waking up without a sense of dread or waking up without aches and all of that. So it includes me moving my body. It's about protecting my joy. And it's about speaking kindly to myself. It's about just making intentional choices in general. So I just want to say if you've been waiting to have a little more money, if you are wanting to have a little more time, or whatever it is that you think it is that is preventing you from living your soft life, kick that out of your head and just know that living a soft life doesn't mean you have to live an expensive life. It doesn't even necessarily mean it has to be what's conventionally luxurious. It can be what is luxurious to you. It's about what is soft to you. And so, I don't know, if you're waiting on all of those other things, please, 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 I'm begging you, let this be your sign to not wait anymore, girl. Go out and get yourself that soft life. You deserve it. Part of my soft life included this catalog that I got from Restoration Hardware, full of all these luxurious looking rooms and all of that. And when I tell you I was so surprised at the price of this, this is just absolutely free. All you have to do sometimes is ask. We saw the catalogs there and we were like, do we have to pay for those? Or, and a part of us could have felt small for not knowing or something like that, but no. We asked, they said it was free, we got. And now I've got myself a nice little free conversation piece sitting on my table. I enjoy looking at it. It goes with the aesthetic of my home and all of that. And I don't know. I'm one of those people, I can't know something and not share it. So again, if you've been waiting, if you've been hesitating, or if you're just thinking, oh, you're grunting and grinding through life, yeah, you might have to wake up an extra half hour early or something. Aren't you worth it though? You might have to slow down or plan out. And a lot of times that's a necessary thing. Like you literally have to plan things out now so that you're not rushing later. But I'm just encouraging you to do that. Get yourself a soft life. Don't necessarily get caught up in, oh, it's not going to look that way. I don't live in this kind of home, or I don't have that kind of car, or oh, I got to work a job or two. Because I've been there. At one point, I had 3 jobs just trying to get through this thing called life. So I just, I don't know. I don't want anyone to feel like their life is harder than it has to be. Find ways to make it soft and understand that those ways don't have to be expensive. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead, start buffing my nails, making a whole bunch of noise, but I just wanted to share that with you all. Have a great day and a soft life. Hot chat, 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 chat. Oh my gosh, I need somebody to save me from myself. A simple move, never basic.